Previously on the Vampire Diaries.
Slow it down. Sipping on propane. Sipping on propane. Sipping on.
Have you had any blackouts? Instances of lost time?
Listening to scissor, yeah, sipping on some scissor, riding with Rodrigo while she's driving through the suburbs. Jeremy's ghost exes, right? Sending him ghost texts. I bet before they left he got to get him some ghost beat. Okay, let's go. Pour out the brothers bond. Season 4's coming on. Ashley Pete chop it up about what's going on. Devin is 8 for me, trying to kill OGs. Tyler hybrid side. Caroline turns 18. Here comes season 4. Someone bolt the door. Get the diary out. It's time for fan meeting now. Woo!
All it's best you had to drop a human blood. Since I'm not trying to drive a lane off of a great bridge.
Hello. Welcome to the Vampire Diaries. I almost said Vampire Diaries. The Vampire Diaries podcast where a guy is watching the series for the first time with a superfan who has seen who has seen every episode.
Yeah.
I'm the titular Petey. Let's just say I put the Petey in Van Petey, but please call me Pete. And I'm here with my co-host and co-parent Ash. Hello.
You're switching it up, Pete.
Not on purpose. A couple things out of the way. We're a little late.
That's all right. Thanks for waiting.
Day late, dollar short. And my voice may seem a little more seductive than usual. Right?
Yeah. A little more full of germs.
Phlegm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little under the weath.
That Brothers Bond smells good.
It's great. We are sipping some Brothers Bond and some blood.
We haven't said that in a long time.
That's a throwback. Mm-hmm. Real heads know.
They do.
Little under the weath. Big week. Day late, dollar short.
But we're here.
We're here.
We made it.
We watched the episode, and now we are going to discuss it.
I watched it for the second time.
At least?
At least.
Yeah, super fan. Who knows how many times you've seen this whole series? Probably multiple times. Ash, let's not beat around the bush. It's Friday night.
Yeah. We got to release this pod.
Time stamping this bad boy.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
Season 4, episode 11, which I constantly remind you, there are 22 episodes in these seasons.
I do not pay attention to the numbers at all.
And so episode 11 is dang near halfway through this season.
It is. Okay, yeah.
Ash, the episode is titled, Catch Me If You Can.
You say catch or catch?
Catch me if you can.
Catch me.
Catch me if you can. I'm not known for my vowel
accuracy.
What's it called when you say a word?
Pronunciation?
Yes, exactly. I'm not known for my vowel pronunciation.
That's true.
I'm actually not known for being bad at it, but people would say I'm bad at it.
If we wrote the dictionary based on how you say words, we would write that spelled with a E instead of an A. That.
Catch.
You're unique in that way.
Catch.
We love you for it. Catch.
Catch up if you mustard. Ash, we won't even get into Leo.
But we love him.
We won't get into Tom. Leo and Tom in one movie?
Can you believe it?
How are we not watching that right now? Why?
Honestly, though, I think I did watch this movie, like, at your parents' house when you lived here for the first time as a kid, like, as a teen.
For real?
I think so. I don't know.
We need to rewatch, and I have proposed a rewatch, and you deny.
Oh, well, there's a lot to watch.
There is, but a young Leo, she turns it down.
Well, no, I was the biggest Leo fan as a kid, and in 6th grade specifically, that's when Titanic came out, but I also loved him on Growing Pains.
99, yeah. Titanic 99.
And then I for a while...
Or was it 96? Was Titanic 96?
I don't think it was 99. That's too close to high school.
I think it was 96, yeah.
And I thought I was his pen pal. Mm-hmm. And it was just my friend pranking me. But I truly believed it for way too long.
That's so silly.
And I feel like I didn't want to disbelieve it because it would have been too sad and it would have ended and it was fun, you know? Mm-hmm. But yeah, freaking loved it. And we got to the screening of Titanic really late, I guess. And we ended up sitting in like the first like 3 rows.
Oh my gosh.
For, like 18 hours.
But like, and you sat in the front row for Cloverfield famously in Barf.
I did, yeah.
How are you going to sit in the front row of Titanic?
I don't know. I guess I could handle it because I was younger. But I do remember when they first showed Leonardo DiCaprio on the screen, we literally were catcalling him when he first looks up when he's playing that poker game. Mm-hmm. I know this very well. I don't know Catch Me If You Can well, but I know Titanic and I know a young Leo.
I think I only saw Catch Me If You... I wanted to say, oddly enough, you said you weren't Leo's pen pal. I was Billy Zane's pen pal. It was really weird.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
Oh, excuse me. Did I already say that? Oh yeah, I'm under the weath. Yeah. So I'm gonna be coughing like a old cartoon.
Yeah, you said extra smoke or extra sexy or something.
So seductive. Like 50 Cent. Mm-hmm. Catch Me If You Can. Ash, are you catsup or catch up?
Catch up.
Okay. Cold open.
I'm like, how dare you? Oh yeah, okay, cold open.
Matt is running through the woods. A vampire, one of these rando townies.
Yeah, from the bar.
Bites him, and then Jeremy shoots it. I called the vampire.
Uh-oh.
With a crossbow.
You're not even them? Just a it?
It. These, once they are undead, I'm not giving them pronouns.
No humanity.
Yep. Then all of a sudden, they are back in the bar. There we go.
You're all over the place. It's okay. You type me while you're watching. It's fine. We forgive you.
Near the cabin, doing exposition.
Yeah. It's like a quick flashback, right? It's like a...
Oh, yeah. They kind of intercut a little bit.
Yeah. They're like, oh my gosh, what's this chasing? And then they're like, oh, here, let me just immediately tell you.
They probably wrote it and initially cut it in a more boring way of like, we're doing this and then we're doing that. But they were like, no, we're jazzing.
We'll put it in first. Yeah. I think it's good. I like how they did that.
Ash, the mark equals the cure. You got the mark, you get the cure.
Right. The hunter's mark.
Yep. A little maker's mark. All right, hunters can't be compelled, but Klaus can compel the vampires to chase Matt.
Right. Klaus
Which he does.
He does. Yeah. Klaus is always finding the loopholes where he can have the power. And it makes sense that he can because he's 100 million years old and he has learned all the tricks. He's like, well, and even, not Caroline, what's her name?
Rebecca.
Rebecca did it last episode where she was like, well, I'm just going to compel you to stay here and tell the truth. Like, they use their gifts or whatever in such a manipulative way that is usually a little bit unexpected.
Yeah. But Ash, isn't it a little unfair? Klaus is 1,000 years old and Jeremy is like 16. Mm-hmm. It'd be like if we were like manipulating a 1-month-old. Like...
Well, we should.
This baby... Well, actually, we kind of do. This baby's going to stay in a crib for 4 hours.
We're going to feed them, and then we're going to put them to bed when we think they should sleep.
Yeah. But it's kind of silly that Klaus is hanging with these teens.
Yeah, for sure.
Which that's the whole silly thing about this whole show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Yes, our dating circle will be these teens.
It is weird when you think about the ages, because even like Stefan going to high school and stuff like that, it's like...
Yeah, looking for dates.
They're 17 forever, but also they're hundreds of years old, so it's goofy.
Yep. Arrested Development, excuse me, was a good show. All right. Okay, Jeremy and Matt are in the woods with Damon. They're doing the little jumping around, editing. Newbie vampires are going to start tracking them. They want to run to the lake house so the vampires can't get in there. They're not invited in.
Right.
Damon rips a heart out of a vampire, but then a vampire grabs Matt But then Elena kills that vampire. Another it. I said it. Yeah.
It's also kind of weird that, or like kind of wasteful, I guess, that Elena just killed a vampire and Damon killed a vampire to like protect Jeremy.
Jay Murda.
I can't think of the names today. Sorry, y'all. I obviously know who I'm talking about. I just can't pull their names. But to protect Jeremy, but he needs to kill the vampire. If they're gonna be killed anyways, like Jeremy do it.
Yeah.
So that they can finish the 100 mark. It's silly. It's a waste.
It is. Yeah.
They should be like, instead of Damon like ripping out his heart, Damon should like grab the vampire and like shove him into
like
the
Jeremy
stake.
holding a
yeah,
stake.
he's just
like,
holding
ooh.
it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah, the writers are faking on putting this mark on Jeremy.
Yeah, and a little bit earlier they were like, we don't want to kill all these guys. It's not fair. They're innocent. Kill this one. Kill this one.
Yeah, they're flip-flopping. Mm-hmm. The sun's up. All right, the vampires are gone. Elena yells at Damon for not teaching Jeremy how to fight.
Yeah, but they've been practicing.
Jeremy needs to finish his mark to get the cure for Elena, but both Elena and Damon just circumnavigated or whatever him from doing that.
Yeah, they were like
circumspect.
He could have killed 2 more and then he didn't.
Circumvented. Yes, that's another arrested. I was like Job. He was trying to figure out that word. They circumvented him, Ash. Mm-hmm. It's annoying.
For sure.
All right. There's a group of compelled vampires still coming after Matt. Damon calls Matt the least most valuable player because he's wearing that Letterman jacket. Mm-hmm. I thought that was really funny.
Yeah. Klaus has good...
No, Damon.
Oh, that's Damon. Oh, yeah. Both Klaus and Damon have good digs.
Yeah, they fry these people up.
Damon makes me laugh the most, I would say. Mm-hmm. He's got some quippy stuff.
Yeah, he's funny. Excuse me. Damon will keep Jeremy safe. Trust Damon. Elena's sired, so she's got to trust him.
Yeah.
Rebecca is at Stefan's house on his bed, and he's in a towel, Ash. Mm-hmm. She's reading his titular diary. Uh-huh. He says he's done with Elena. Hey, Ash, they're all in a race for the cure. Did you know that?
Yes, the Maze Runner.
Team Klaus, Team Shane. Why are they doing this team stuff? Team Jacob, Team Edward? They said this.
Yeah. They are. But because they all have a different reason to get the cure or not, and different ways of going about it. Which is weird. They could just all work together, but no, they are opposing for different reasons.
The cure. Is that bad too? Cure?
The cure?
The cure?
I don't know. Mine probably sounds stupid too.
I'm questioning everything now.
I just said cure. Like, what's that even?
The cure. The cure.
Yours is cure?
The cure.
I don't know. That's a hard word in general, I would say.
Is buried with Silas.
Ew, what'd you just say?
The cure is buried with Silas.
Ew, the cure is buried with Silas. Okay. I honestly didn't know what you were saying.
Shane. That's one's all right?
Shane, yeah. Okay,
Shane.
You can't ask every word.
All right, Shane has a key to resurrect Silas. His headstone is the key. Mm-hmm. And so Stefan and Rebecca are going to team up to steal it.
Right.
It's a regular heist. Uh-huh. Yeah, are they saying team this and team that to make fun of Twilight, or are they just vamp riding it?
I definitely watched Vampire Diaries before I watched Twilight. Mm-hmm. So, but I don't know if that was my experience or that was the actual timeline.
Bonnie and Shane, she's meditating. She did an expression spell that almost killed April. Mm-hmm. She's got all this power, but can she control it, Ash? Mm-hmm. She lights a candle, which we know she does that.
Yeah, she's been doing that.
Shane says she is in control. Mm-hmm. Sheriff Forbes comes in, and then a cop handcuffs Shane And then he goes to jail. He goes to the clink.
Because that he's being charged for killing all those people in the church.
Yeah, someone gave him up.
Yeah.
April or Rebecca.
It was April.
Jeremy and Damon, I said they're with the straps. They have guns now, right? Mm-hmm. Let's get this over with. We're going to go kill some vampires. They go into a bar. They go into that same bar, Towny Bar.
Yeah.
Some bad music is playing. There's blood on the floor. Someone killed all the vampires. It was Cole.
I know. There's like so many bodies in this like back room.
Cole. Typical Cole.
He was like, Didn't he say something like, I couldn't help myself, or something like that?
Something like that. He's drinking Brothers Bond. Mm-hmm. Cole says they risk waking someone dangerous in their race for the cure.
Right. He doesn't want Silas awoken.
No, and he even has experience with Silas followers. He met them a few hundred years ago. They say Silas will trigger the end of times, and Cole doesn't want that. He's immortal. He doesn't want the end of times. He wants more times.
So greedy.
He wants to be
immortal forever.
Yeah.
Immortally.
Stay 18 forever. And then Damon calls the Silas thing a bedtime story. And Cole doesn't... Yes, here we go. Cole doesn't want to kill Jeremy because he doesn't want the Hunter's Curse, which he heard from Klaus, was probably terrible.
Right.
But he will rip off Jeremy's arms instead.
Yeah.
So that he can't.
So he can't have his tattoo growing.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of it that way. I just thought he couldn't kill... But maybe he could work out a crossbow foot situation. But, yeah.
His hunter's mark would be gone if he ripped off his arms.
But would it grow elsewhere?
Well, Cole would have to find out, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be truly finding out the hard way. Mm-hmm. Damon and Cole, whoosh fight. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Billy Zane, Billy Zane's in that scene in Zoolander where Zoolander's like, "Hi, Billy Zane." And then him and Hansel breakdance fight.
Oh, yeah.
They're breakdance fighting. Just like this. They're whoosh fighting.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good, I don't know, connection?
All comes back to BZ.
Billy Zane.
Uh-huh. Stefan and Rebecca go...
Billy Zane gets in the boat with the women and the children. He, grabs some baby. He gets in and he's like... Oh, it's okay. And
he's a villain in that movie.
He is. And that's such a gross thing to do.
Hero of sorts in Zoolander, but villain in Titanic.
Terrible.
Also hero of the Beverly Hills Film Festival.
Oh, yeah. We saw him there?
Yep. Shows up wearing a cool coat.
I forgot about that.
Cool hat.
That's cool. I was there? Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yep. You rule, Billy Zane. I'm sure I shouted at him because they were giving out free rum.
Uh-huh. I remember that. Yes.
Yeah, I think I was there for a few hours before you got there, and I think I had my own adventure.
That was some fun times.
Yeah. Stefan and Rebecca go through Shane's office for the headstone. Mm-hmm. Silas's headstone. Actually.
They're always just looking for stuff in people's things.
Yeah, Alaric's
Let me
apartment.
find this sword somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find a headstone. It's like, these things are big.
They find the professor's herbs.
Uh-huh.
And Rebecca says Stefan was more fun in the 20s.
Yeah, but he was Ripper Stefan. Drinking and boozing.
Mm-hmm, and
having a couple laughs.
Mm-hmm. Rebecca has something to do with Shane getting arrested. She talked that smack to the cops.
To,
April. Shane, is getting questioned about the mass murder. Bonnie and Mayor Dad Rudy Hopkins.
Mayor Dad.
Gentleman Mayor Rudy Dad Hopkins.
I like Rudy Dad.
Are watching the interrogation. Dad is worried Shane is brainwashing his daughter.
Yeah, because Bonnie's still defending him.
I think Bonnie is getting brainwashed
Yeah.
a lot.
She's been trusting him this whole time, and he kind of came out of nowhere, and she was just like, oh yeah, I trust this guy. He's helping me with my powers.
I did it with my powers. April told Bonnie's dad that Rebecca confirmed that Shane had to do with the people exploding.
Right. We said this.
Bonnie goes into the interrogation. All right, first of all, this mayor and her daughter can just watch this interrogation, and then also this daughter can just walk into it. What's going on? MFPD?
We know that MFPD is sketch. They're always hiding stuff.
The MFPD. I'll say that.
Exactly.
These MF and PD are corrupt. They're going crazy in there. All right, Shane makes a parent-teacher conference joke.
Oh yeah, which is also inappropriate. It's like, are you her teacher and you're pulling this card, or
he's not even her teacher. He's
a
professor and she's a young teen.
I know.
Shane is like on camera. Like there's a camera right there, and he's saying a lot of reckless stuff.
I do not like Shane. Never liked Shane. Never will like Shane. Ugh. I just don't even like how he speaks, and I've said this probably too many times on the podcast.
I was watching something, I was like, is that freaking Shane? Were we watching it together? Or?
I don't think so.
Okay. I was watching something. I won't be able to pull it, and I don't think it was, but I was like, oh my gosh, is that Shane?
Were you mad?
Yeah. What was I watching? Like, I mean, it truly could have been Infinity Pool or something like that, but I don't think so. It might have been, I don't know. I was like, if that's Shane, I'm going nuts. We should look it up. We'll get back to it.
That's funny.
We'll look up the actor.
See what he's been in.
Yeah, in the last couple of years.
Okay. You always call him Prof. Shane.
Prof. Shane. I mean, not that movie we just watched with Ashton, right?
No,
okay.
I would have remembered that.
Okay. Matt and Elena are at the lake house. She shouldn't have left Damon in charge. And Jeremy's giving her heck, or maybe Matt's giving her heck. The old you would have never left Damon in charge.
Mm-hmm. Which is true. She never would have in the past.
Times started changing, though.
But it's still like, is it because she's sired, or is it because she loves him?
Or both. Jeremy calls. Jeremy's in trouble. Cole has Damon.
Okay, I got it pulled up.
Okay.
In 2023, Red Rooms.
No.
2022, Jade, Nancy Drew, Hudson and Rex, Debris, The Christmas Ring, Castle Rock. I don't think whatever you were watching.
It's cool he's in Castle Rock. That's a Stephen King thing. Is this just movies or is it TV also?
This is just previous as an actor.
Okay. It totally wasn't him. And I'm glad. Because I would have been mad.
Yeah.
Cole has Damon. Elena goes to Klaus to stop Cole. Klaus wants to cure Elena to make more hybrids, but also wants to destroy the cure.
Because he wants to be immortal.
Yes. Klaus calls Cole. Where's Damon? I gave him a beating. Let him go and come home. And stay away from the Gilbert boy.
Because he wants the cure.
Oh, yeah. Cole is compelling Damon to stab himself. He wanted to make sure that Damon could be compelled, right?
Mm-hmm. Which he can be only from the originals.
From the OGs.
Yeah.
Cole asks if Damon wants Jeremy dead.
Cole asks if Jeremy... Wait, what? Jeremy
Cole asks if Damon wants Jeremy dead, I'm going to give you your wish. He compels Damon to find Jeremy and kill him. Mm-hmm. And so that's kind of the thrust of the rest of this ep.
Yeah, and that's no good because that's not what Damon actually wants, especially when he's in love with his sister Elena.
Yeah, they could be bros at the wedding. Best man speech. I remember when I was getting my hunter's mark.
Also, Damon has already killed Jeremy before.
So many times.
Yeah.
Or at least twice or something.
And I don't think that they've said yet what happens if you're the hunter and you have the Gilbert ring. Because no one seems to be talking about the Gilbert ring and being like, well, we need to kill. Why are they talking so much about killing him or not killing him if he can just come back to life?
True.
You know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of a plot hole that they're not one person has been like, will it still work?
They should be like, we need to take his ring and kill him.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They haven't said that.
No.
Jeremy tells Elena that Klaus wants him to finish the mark, yes. Jeremy is on hunter overdrive and wants to hunt. Been there. Rebecca and Stefan are smoking Shane's herbs.
Oh, yeah.
Rebecca thinks Stefna.
You do that all the time.
Uncle Stefna, the Chekhov play.
Oh, Uncle Anya.
Okay, Rebecca says Uncle Stefna dated a child who only thinks about herself. I said sweet burn on that one. She says love and caring ruins you. They had fun in the 20s because they did what they wanted. And they talk about being regular H, not H for B. They were regular H.
Regular H, yeah.
Some random bro comes into the office and finds Silas's headstone. Remember that? Mm-hmm. And Rebecca was waiting for that. Damon is compelled, looking for Jeremy. Shane is in the interrogation room. Now Bonnie turns off the camera.
Right.
Shane admits to exploding the people because Silas will bring them back.
Yeah, he's like, it's fine.
Which I...
It's a sacrifice. They died in this cause, so they'll be able to come back.
Which I know Shane is on that tip, but that's kind of what I was getting at with Pastor Young. Mm-hmm. Only it wouldn't be Silas; it would be Jesus.
Right. You were you were thinking this resurrection stuff.
Yeah, which Silas is totally on board in a different way.
Silas, Pastor Shane, Professor Shane. Oh my gosh.
Pastor Shane. Pastor Professor Shane Young.
Yeah, so what you were thinking about Pastor Shane applies sort of to Professor Shane, but he's talking about Silas being resurrected, not the Lord.
Yeah. Not the Christ child. Mm-hmm. But Young, though, I still think Pastor Young was on that, I'm guessing he was on that religious tip.
Yeah, if you're telling me that we'll be resurrected, I'm in.
Yeah. I've heard of that before in my work.
Mm-hmm.
Or he was compelled or something.
I could see, some fanatical religious person being like, Jesus has been resurrected. If I have the opportunity to be resurrected, I want to do that so I can be like him.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And also... there are cults that have done the Kool-Aid and we're going to go in this comet's tail. This comet only comes around every however many thousands of years. We're going to get on this tail. That was that whole Hale Bopp thing. I don't know. I know, but anyway, this did happen. You know about the red Nikes and drinking the Kool-Aid and stuff like that?
Sorta.
There are cults who believe in this stuff, and then they do these suicides.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
And some of them are
this. I know that this exists, but I don't have the details.
And it's happened in our world.
Yeah.
And some of it has been aliens and comets and stuff like that, but also some of it has just been good old-fashioned religion that we've heard of.
Yeah. It's it makes sense that he would be like, oh, you're telling me I'm going to get resurrected if I do this? Okay, sure.
Yeah. Or, yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Also, Shane is playing with Bonnie's emotions.
Yeah.
You thought that every time you did magic, you were causing Graham's pain. Would you like to see her again? And that interests Bonnie. And then later he's like, she's burning. She's getting hurt. She's getting stabbed 1,000,000 times by 100 witches. Right?
Oh, my gosh.
Sorta? All right. Matt is working at the grill. How are you going to get chased by vampires?
And then go to work?
Definitely
not.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no way. Not even just chase, but they bite your neck a bunch.
I know that millennials get in trouble for taking a me day, but I would take one.
Yeah.
Right?
That means Matt would be needing to take a me day like every day, though.
Yeah. And Jeremy's in the back of the grill. Mm-hmm. Damon rolls in. Don't you ever take a day off? I'm on a mission to kill your friend. He doesn't say that, but... All right, the grill is crowded, but it doesn't matter. Damon is H for B.
Yeah, because he's compelled.
His brother's H. He's H for B. Mm-hmm. Elena stops him. Jeremy has a firearm. Damon's looking for Jeremy. He's like, Cole must have compelled me, which these vampires just know they're compelled. They're like, I can't stop.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If I find different. Jeremy, I'm going to kill him. He's like, don't let me see Jeremy.
It's different because when the vampires are compelled, they know it. But when the humans are compelled, they have no memory. Mm. And they never explicitly talked about that, but that's just what they keep showing.
Yeah. Rebecca's torturing that random bro who came in. And he's full of vervain, so he can't be compelled. He bites off his own tongue, so he can't talk.
Yeah.
He stabs himself and dies.
Yikes.
Someone compelled him. There's another team in the race for the cure, which definitely has nothing to do with breast cancer. Definitely they're not taking that whole thing. All right. Breast cancer and Twilight should do a class action lawsuit on this episode.
Oh, man.
If I help raise Silas...
Raise money for the breast cancer awareness.
Will you give me pink shoes, Bonnie wonders? All right. If I help raise Silas, can you bring Grams back? Mm-hmm. And Shane's like, the spirits are torturing Grams. But then Bonnie uses her powers to squish Shane's hand. Mm-hmm. Or is it head? Did I miss right?
I think it's head.
Okay. Her dad comes in, sets a fire. Oh, she sets a fire. They get out of there. Shane gets her to stop the fire. And her his hand, it must be hand.
Oh, is it hand?
I don't know. I wrote hand twice. All right, your daughter is a prodigy, Shane tells Mayor Rudy.
I just don't like Shane enough to even remember what happens to him.
She could be one of the most powerful witches in the world, but without Shane, she's a time bomb.
Mm-hmm. Because he's been the one to unlock her powers.
Yeah, the expression. Mm-hmm. Elena calls Rebecca to talk to Stefan. Cole compelled Damon to kill Jeremy.
Yes.
Come help. It's like a little scene they got to put in there. Mm-hmm. Jeremy cuts his hand. A lot of hand stuff going on. Oh, hey, in the way we always talk about.
I know.
He's luring Damon.
Whoa, big wind.
It's windy out there.
He's doing what, Damon? What'd you say?
He's cutting his hands to lure Damon.
Oh, uh-huh.
Damon bites him. He shoots Damon. Damon gets H for B. Jeremy shoots him again.
Yeah, but it's interesting because Jeremy doesn't fatally shoot Damon. It's like he's still trying to resist. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Cole runs into Rebecca. She knows Cole compelled Jeremy. She wants to dagger Cole. Mm-hmm. Ash, what about these siblings just daggering each other?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're so annoying. I'm just going to make you be stoned.
Gray and veiny.
Gray and veiny. For whenever. Until I want to deal with you again. If only.
Right?
Just
the
kidding.
cure has ruined us and hasn't even been found yet. Imagine if it is. Mm-hmm. That's some good writing right there.
That's true.
Cole takes the white oak ash dagger.
Which is like the foil wrapped one.
Uh-huh. Klaus stops him from killing Rebecca. Rebecca storms off again and Klaus is alone. Mm-hmm. Klaus. Mm-hmm. Jeremy is all cut up. Mm-hmm. Damon is tracking him. Elena says for him to stop. They're in the woods. She says he's strong enough to risk compulsion because they love each other. risk compulsion or get out of it or something. Resist, probably.
Yeah.
Do this for me, she says. Stefan shows up and snaps Damon's neck. You're welcome, he says, and he's being a jerky.
I know, but I kind of like this jerky Stefan a little bit.
You would. He's a disciplined Stefan.
I just think it's like valid. You know what I mean? I think it's like he earned the right to be mad. Mm-hmm. So good, he should be mad.
But he's mad, yes, but he's saying he doesn't care, but he does care.
Well, that's what you say when you're mad. You're like, I don't even care. You're like, I super care.
You care the most. Mm-hmm. Stefan watches Damon wake up. He bled him out. All right. Mm-hmm. He's going to keep him locked up in the Vervain dungeon. Ash, echoes of season 1, perhaps?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got him locked up in there, so weak. Took his blood to make him, like, desecrated a little bit, you know? Uh-huh. So he can't do anything.
At least let me see Elena. The sire bond will get her to let him out. Better for Elena staying here once you're not compelled and she's not sired. We'll figure it out. All right. You got to be not compelled. She's got to be not sired.
And don't you think Stefan's a little bit like, got him.
Yeah.
They're not effing anymore.
She's sired. He's compelled.
Gotta keep them apart.
I'm H for B.
He's like, these are the reasons I'm keeping you apart. For no other reason than this.
Yeah, definitely those reasons.
Definitely those ones.
Elena and Stefan are in the hall, and he's like, going to see Damon, and she's like, I need to talk to him. And then he's like, don't let him out, you're sired. What are you doing with Rebecca? Because Stefan's with Rebecca on their Race for the Cure team. Mm-hmm. She tried to kill me. Well, Damon tried to kill Jeremy, so nobody's perfect. Yeah, everyone's tried to kill everybody.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah. Nobody's perfect. Even in Mystic Falls. Mm-hmm. That, you know what? That would be a great t-shirt.
Nobody's perfect even in Mystic Falls.
Even in Fistic Malls.
Fistic Malls. Oh, that's a good one.
Do what you want, Elena. I don't care. Caring the most. Mm-hmm. You're hurt and acting out, she says.
Which is true.
You've never seen me like this, he says. But hasn't she? Hasn't she seen him as a rip-off?
Yeah, she's seen him, like, without his humanity for so long.
Yeah. She doesn't know what he looks like when he's not in love with her, which she did.
Well, he was still in love with her when he was a Ripper, but he wasn't really showing it for a while. Mm. And then he finally started being like, I'll let myself feel again. Because once I let my emotions in, I don't want to feel the guilt and the love. I want to feel just the love. Mm-hmm. That whole thing.
He's got a lot of excuses. Bonnie and her dad, he's going to get her help. She lost control. They can't trust Shane. And he thinks his daughter has dangerous magic. Mm-hmm. Klaus knocks on Elena and Jeremy's door. He's come to fetch his hunter and to protect Jeremy from Cole because Cole may burn down their house. Instead of getting invited in, he can just burn it down. Like, remember they threw all that... Who was it? Klaus threw all
the glass.
Threw all that stuff in their house? Mm-hmm. And I was like, what?
Yeah. You were like, wait, you can just do that instead?
Yeah, just get a machine gun.
Right.
Klaus plans on Jeremy finishing his work tomorrow. He's like, you got one more day to get this tat.
Yeah, you could have had 2 earlier if Elena and Damon didn't take those vamps.
Yeah. We're just getting a party bus full of teens, and you're going to kill them all. Mm-hmm. Get this tat. Stefan and Rebecca. Rebecca didn't dagger Cole because he had the stake.
Right.
Can't dagger someone with a stake. Someone's got a stake, you gotta dagger them. You got the dagger, I can't stake you.
I like how they turn these things into verbs. We talked about this before, like being daggered and staked and stuff.
Yep. She has the headstone, but won't tell Stefan where it is. She asks if he worked things out with Elena He says, "Do you care?" And they smooch.
I know. What do you think about that?
Dun, dun, dun. I could get behind team
Stefan and Rebecca.
Rebeffin.
Rebecca. Stebecca.
We got Rebecca and Stefan and Damon and Elena.
Delana.
It might be a good final four right there.
I liked them in the 20s for sure, but it's still like Team Stelena. But, you know.
Steady standing Stelena.
Yeah, always. I do like Rebecca, though.
Jeremy says it won't end. Klaus will keep killing innocent people. How many will it take? 10? 100? You kill one OG vampire, their line will die. So he needs to kill Cole.
This is a good plan from Elena, don't you think? She always thinks outside the box, I think. Everyone else is always, like, really complicated. We do these 18 things and then switcheroo with these other people and then get in their bodies and blah, blah, blah. And she's just like, you can just kill Cole and then you'll be straight.
And, yeah, that'll be it for now. But not Klaus. Because then Cole would still be around.
They can't kill Klaus.
Because probably Damon and Stefan would die.
No, like, they don't know how.
Oh.
Well, then they could use the white oak ash stake.
Just like the white oak ash, stab the clouds that make him great veiny.
Very veiny.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, but they don't want their sire line, or not sire line. What is it called?
Their whole lineage.
Yeah, their lineage to diminish. But no one is connected to Cole, they think, so.
Well, we'll see.
He's safe, is what they think.
We'll see if Cole dies and people start
popping off.
Yeah, like Thanos just snapped. We'll see. Maybe Cole was very prodigious.
R.I.P. How many fangs?
I don't know. 1.3.
I was gonna say 1.3.
Okay, let's leave it at that.
I was gonna say 1.3.
This didn't register that much.
There's a lot of gobbledygook. I feel like it's better when there's like an action. It's still just like more leading up to stuff.
Yeah, and look, sadly or goodly, because that's a word, like these episodes to me kind of hinge on the outer characters a little bit, Ash. I'm not loving Prof. Shane.
No.
Mayor Rudy Giuliani.
No, not a fan.
Rudy whatever, Goodman or whatever.
Bonnie's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need a Larrick. We need Connor Jordan.
No, I didn't like Connor Jordan either.
I like Connor Jordan.
I also like the originals, those OG vamps. They're important, but I still like back in season 1 when it was just like the core 4, 5, 6 people.
I know that's the opposite of what I'm saying, but I hear you.
Yeah. Because I get annoyed with the outside characters. I do.
If I'm having an OG, I don't want Cole. I want Elijah.
Of course, Elijah's the best.
So yeah, this wasn't really hitting, but also witch stuff. I'm not digging that much. I like werewolves more than witches in general.
I know that about
My
you.
buddy Ty.
Yeah.
He's got the drums going on, I'm sure.
What about your Pete-dictions for the second half of the season?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to be at right now. What do we
got all these different teams for the cure. Race for the cure.
The race for the cure, the hunter's mark. I mean,
do you think they're gonna get to the cure? Who do you think's gonna get there first, or what?
Well, because there was the thing where it was like, oh, someone needs to jump into someone's body or whatever. You know, they were setting that whole thing up and then nothing happened at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they really set stuff up and then do it anymore.
Well, because they have, because they're not all working together, they have, 8 different plans every episode, and it makes it too hard, and then stuff a lot of times doesn't even happen.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't have Pete-dictions right now.
Do you think Jeremy's going to kill Cole?
Probably not. I would guess that Cole would be daggered.
Okay.
That seems like a middle ground kind of dealionibus. I do think, okay, Stefan and Rebecca will have a thing. Damon will be uncompelled. I think eventually, obviously, there will be some unsiring of Elena. Mm-hmm. My stepping out of what I want to happen Pete-diction will be that she will not ultimately be with Damon, and they might blame that on the sire, I'm not sired anymore, but what I felt was real, but also another reason, and this isn't going to happen because of that other reason. You know, there's going to be some having it every single way thing that these writers are going to figure out. And she's going to go back to Stefan, I'm sure, at some point. That might be an end of season 4, season 5 scenario. But it's not going to be, we're not sired, I'm still with Damon. I don't think. All
right. There you go. Those were some good Pete-dictions. I almost said beat.
Some Beat-pictions.
Beat-pictions.
Ash.
What's up?
What are your plugs this week?
I know, I'm known for my plugs. I always got so much going on.
Ash, I'm wearing some rare merch right now.
I know, it's cute.
I'm wearing a Vampire, the logo that we don't get in trouble about.
Yeah.
So that's still up on the TeePublic. If you go to TeePublic and High Dive.
Yeah, I drink out of my coffee mug, my Vampire coffee mug, like a, what is it, like a to-go mug? What's it called?
Yeah,
Travel mug.
Travel mug.
Like a day.
They got regular mugs too. I mean, go to High Dive on TeePublic, and I have High Dive publishing stuff and Vampire stuff and Pug stuff, actually, if anyone is into pugs. But yeah, you know, I write books, I make television shows. If you go to if you go to Discovery Plus, I did a bunch of episodes of this show called First Time Fixer. It doesn't really affect me if you watch it or not, but I sincerely think it's a good show. It is good. Same if you go to Wow World of Wonder Presents Plus. I did a show called Painted with Raven, Season 2. Also good. It's a makeup competition show. It's a good show. Like, these are things that I would watch if I wasn't working on them. I know. And I just want to say I was laughing earlier because you're like, I write books, I make television shows. Like you said, it's like it's so regular. But that's special and unique and cool. Heck yeah. We love you, Petey. All right. Hey, we'll hopefully hit the next one on time in a week or so. Yeah, thanks for being patient. Bye.